Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another episode of We Love Katamari. In the last episode we helped out the old lady here, the cat, the bonfire person. So you can see I am Cousin Dip right now, and I gave myself the peacock feathers and the horn because I think it fits his personality. Pretty much you just go over to any of the cousins and press X and you can switch places with them. So the prince is, I think, the screen to the right. But anyway, let's talk to the hula girl. Hi, Your Highness. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is going to be hard. I'm going to take the microphone with me so that I can blah, 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 blah. This is a one of those. I'm sorry if the sound is weird. I'm holding the microphone differently. This is one of those boards where you have to do the specific size. So I'm actually going to, I think it is, smell lockers, etc. Blah blah blah. You have to make it just right, 2 meters or so. So I actually have some things to stick on my television. Because I'm a cheater. Remember I did this last time, except I did it after the fact, so it didn't really work. So this time I have them standing by from when I was practicing. So now I have some red post-it notes on my TV, encompassing. Oh goodness. Anyway, I'm actually starting in a completely different spot than I did last time. Like I said in the last episode, they do that, which I think is, once again, very nice, because it's a different experience. You start in a new place, maybe this one's a little easier than the last one for you, you know? It's good stuff. So yeah, so Cousin Dip obviously looks different. I don't think that the cousins have anything different between them in terms of like skills and how they can pick up stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think anybody that watches this actually has played Katamari, so I don't know if you can correct me, but anyway, let's just go up here. Sorry, old man. I'm gonna steal your food while you're dead, and that cousin is creepy. I don't think I have that one yet, actually. In fact, when I did the practice in this board, I don't think... dang it. I don't think I, even went into this room. But, yeah. I think there's really not much else we can pick up in here, is there? I really wish I could pick up those pots because they actually add quite a bit to your Katamari. But let's get out of here. We're in the school, if you can't tell. Oh god, it's Tall Kid. I'm pretty sure that's what his name is, Tall Kid. This guy singing this song is so weird. It's like also, I have to say, I love the physics engine in this game. Just like the collision mechanics and how things fall and move around. They really did put a lot into this game. Like, in order, they had to have put every one of these objects in a specific place, had the characters all in specific things, like all the little jokes and stuff to look at. Like in this room, you know, you have all the reporters in the back here because in the front there's a caveman and mummies. And it's like, you know, you don't really, they put a lot of care and effort into this game, and you know, you can really just completely ignore it, but like, you know, you have to admit that this game is very, very well made. There really aren't, like, some of the boards are hard, but I've never found anything to be impossible in Katamari so far. I haven't played much of the later games, really only 1 or 2 boards in the, I think it was the Xbox one. I've played a little Beautiful Katamari. I have not played much of Katamari Forever yet. Let's get this cousin. Peso, okay. Katamari Forever is the PS3 one, Beautiful Katamari is the Xbox 360 one. I have not played Touch My Katamari, which is the, is Touch My Kat, no, Oh no, I'm sorry. Touch My Katamari is the Vita one. I don't have that because I don't have a Vita. Me and My Katamari is the PlayStation, yeah, PSP one, which I have, but I have not played yet. I just haven't had time. Not really. Last time I did it when I was around this, and it was like 1.60 meters. Okay, let's try it now. Does this fit? Who knows? I don't. The shadow knows. I decided. I did a whole bunch more Stardust boards off screen. I decided that this is going to be the second to last episode. This one I'm going to be doing the as big as possible 5, was it? The one with the elephant and the parrot. And then in the next episode I'm going to be doing another one of those sumo boards, because it's going to, it's like a third one, the same thing, the same way that there was I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me, I was leaning really far away from the microphone. The same way that we were, blah 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 blah, Saturn. The same way that we were, what's it called? Oh yeah, so with the bonfires, you know, it's like small, medium, and large. It's the same thing with the sumo wrestlers, is small, medium, and large. Also for this person, but I really don't want to do that again. It's not that I want the Let's Play to end, it's just that I don't want to just keep dragging it out on the same boards, you know? So, this is going to be Time Attack, which is kind of awesome. You know, last time it was as big as possible, and we almost didn't make it, so now it's just going to be Time Attack. He says something different for the Time Attack, but I really don't have the patience to read it right now. I don't want it to sound like I'm giving up on the Let's Play, because this game, Katamari series, is so much fun. 1,000! Holy jeez! Okay. This is gonna take a while. Okay, so when we did the size attack, I guess, the timed one, the one where we could run out of time, we got to 510 meters because 500 was our goal. Now we're going to 1,000. That is a mile. Is it a mile? Who cares? Holy crap. A kilometer. It's not a mile. Was a mile 5,100 something? I don't care. You know what? It's a kilometer. Let's just go by the metric system, because the empirical system sucks. I'm just gonna say that right now. I know I grew up in America, and you know, I grew up with feet and yards and inches and miles and gallons and cups and all that stuff. But okay, thank you. Shut up. It has to load. But I mean, just from like being in the hospital a lot lately, the hospitals all use the metric system. It's Chicago. That's just like all hospitals I've been to use the metric system. It's just easier for them, because that's that way that they can actually coordinate with the rest of the world and research and stuff. And it's just the universal measurement. And so I've been dealing a lot in the metric system of you know, meters and centimeters and you know, liters and kilos and stuff like that. So grams and kilos, and I have found that to be just a lot easier to deal with. It's harder to convert it when I have to like do other stuff, but just I just find it a lot more ordered, and I'm kind of annoyed that America sticks with the empirical system of weights and measurements. I think that President Carter tried to change it to the metric system, and everyone's like, I don't think so. And so that kind of just died in the water, but it's the only thing that you'll ever hear me agree with President Carter on. I hate that man. But that's a conversation for another time. But yeah, I like, you know, this game, obviously, since it originated in Japan, it uses the metric system. Metric, like meters, you see, you get it? That's why it's named that. And I just find it to be more convenient and easier to figure out, so there's that. And that's your conversation for the day. Oh, we can't go further. Phooey. I like this board that we're not timed, but that means that this is going to be a feature-length episode, because 1,000 meters means we're going to be picking up every single thing on this map. Everything. Oh man. Now let's get some of these cannons. Why there are cannons out here? Where are we anyway? What's this? Okay, there is a flying whale on top of your building. I just thought you ought to know. When I do boards like this, I try to pay more attention. Like my friend Stratocaster pointed out on like 1 or 2 planetarium projector. 1 or 2 episodes ago, there was like this invisible guy just walking through the street, and I completely missed it when I was playing. But I mean, you know, when you're playing to win as opposed to just like casually, it's harder to notice things. But especially when you're trying to go fast and you just roll it up, it's a lot easier to you know, do it in post and look at it. But just like as I was saying earlier in the video, there's so much care that went into creating this game, and yes, thank you. Okay, so now we can go further. Now that we're past 12. I remember in Katamari Damacy, oh god, it's another one of those bunnies. In Katamari Damacy, you can, the board for this was, what's it called? Trying to find the words. The song was the theme, you know, na 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 Katamari Damacy. So here, this is also like the title theme is playing for the, you know, long board. Problem is that the song is like, I don't know, 5 minutes long, so it starts looping, and so, you know, like, it gets kind of repetitive after a few minutes. And this song I don't think holds up as well as Katamari, especially when there's like a gap of like 20 seconds before it starts playing itself again. But I like as I've said before, I really wish that you could, if you had a save file of Katamari Damacy on the memory card, you could import the music and choose that. You know, import the music from the previous game and play with that. Oh my god, the whale is... It's the windfish! Yes! But now wake up, everybody. I know this is a dream. That wasn't the windfish. It was a whale. Windfish in name only, for it is neither, as the game says. Yes. Okay, so now, once again, we are going to destroy a major metropolitan area. Woo! I love doing that. Actually, I want to see what this building is. Mansion. Oh, I thought it would be like something special. Food. Anyway, let's get the rest of these. It's nice not being timed, so I can actually like pick up everything I want to. Yes, what was I saying? Windfish. I completely lost my train of thought. Yes, I wish that you could import the music, because that would just make this, like, I could play like some of the other tracks that I really loved from the first game. I definitely think that the soundtrack from Katamari Damacy is so much better than the soundtrack from this game, like by leaps and bounds. I'm not saying that the music in this game is bad, because there are quite a number of good tracks, but it just doesn't hold up to the standard that Katamari Damacy set. I mean, that's really the challenge of sequels in general, that, can they actually, live up to how good the game was, the first game was. Yeah, so now you see we're going into the Trojan horse. So this is Greece, okay. Yeah, so that's really the, can a sequel hold up to the first game? And it's usually not. I mean, like, you have some games like, let's say, Chrono Trigger, which are, considered one of the best RPGs ever. At least in my opinion it is. It's like on the top 5. And then its sequel-ish kind of thing on the PlayStation was Chrono Cross, which it was kind of mixed. I mean, I never played it, but I watched Let's Plays, and it's to me it's a confusing mess. I mean, I guess some people like it. I mean, like there's always games that like everybody likes. Every game has people that fans and not fans. I personally think that Chrono Cross is a mess, and that's why I never really wanted to play it. Like why I never bought it when it came out, and I only got it on PSN when it was on sale once I got my PlayStation 3, but I still haven't touched it yet. Same thing with Final Fantasy IX. I think that Final Fantasy IX is a mess. I mean, I tried playing that. I also bought that on PlayStation Network. I tried playing that. I mean, that's not really a sequel. I'm getting off topic here from my original, what I was talking about, but it's part of the series, like the same thing. It doesn't have to be like a sequel. It can just be this along the same vein. A Final Fantasy game, a Chrono Trigger game, Call of Duty, whatever, whatever floats your boat. Oh yeah. So, like Final Fantasy IX, I think is a mess. I think, personally, I find that the graphics from games like Final Fantasy IX, Chrono Cross, Final Fantasy VIII are abysmal. I think that they're terrible. I call it Square's awkward age, where like the backgrounds were kind of pre-rendered-y, and like they tried to make the character models more detailed, and it ended up just being this grainy mess. I don't know if you can tell by my username, but I kind of like Final Fantasy VII. And one of the things I love about it, one of the nostalgic things, but also just personally I like it, are the character models. I just think that they have a charm to their lack of feature. The hands are all blocks, the faces, all you can see are the eyes. Nobody has a nose. I just like how it looks, and Final Fantasy VIII is okay. I still don't really like how the characters look, but they're adult, and so the more features-ish thing works to an extent. I still think it looks horribly grainy, and it really did not age well. I haven't seen the PC port, like the recent PC port, which like has updated stuff. I really don't like the PC port of Final Fantasy VII, where they tried to touch up the character models and ended up giving everybody just gaping open mouths, and oh god, it was horrible. But yeah, Final Fantasy VIII, I haven't seen it yet. I guess the character models would probably look better there, but 9, like, it goes to the more classic Final Fantasy of, like a fantasy setting as opposed to a futuristic-y setting. And I think that it really failed in terms of the graphics. Not to mention, the battle style drives me nuts. Battles take forever. They really do. And there's so many points in the game where you have like a really long boss fight that was like, it takes forever to get to, and you can die really easily. And then it just takes forever to get back there. Like you either, like you don't save, or there's like a huge cutscene beforehand. And I just think that the game was poorly executed, especially like something that they didn't fix from Final Fantasy VIII. The Final Fantasy VIII has the junction system. If you've never played the game, pretty much, in order to get spells, you need to draw them out of enemies. Like, each enemy in the game has like a specific spell or spells that like you can use. You can draw out of them. Like, use your turn to do that, and it does. Let's say, you know, gives you 3 charges of a fire spell, for example. And you can have a maximum 99, so you end up, whenever you encounter a new spell, and each character has their own count for it. So whenever you, as far as I know anyway, I think each character has their own. If not, I don't remember. I haven't played the game in a while. Although it is sitting on my desk, I can actually look at it right now. I have the original PlayStation version. It's lent to me by my friend Stratocaster 0811. We technically kind of bought it together, but not really. It was more his purchase. So yeah, so you, and once you spend the amount of turns, and like the more powerful spells you can draw less of per turn, and once you do, you know, 99 of it, you can then attach it to yourself, and it'll give you stat boosts and things like that, and you can break the game by like giving yourself like really strong stuff, and but that's its own thing. But like, it takes forever. Junctioning just really takes forever. And so Final Fantasy IX has a more traditional approach of like, your skills are based on like, you get magic based on it's a separate system, and it's a little bit easier. It's more traditional RPG-ish, but there's like some bosses where you can steal from them, or pretty much every boss. And that just takes forever. Like, you can spend 15 minutes trying to steal everything you can from a boss in order to get either a rare steal or enough of a rare item. Okay, I just went nuts there. And I really hate that system. And you can ignore it, but then you don't get like good stuff, and it's really like, I like playing a game and trying to do as much as I can, at least for RPGs. In this game, like, obviously I'm not trying to 100% it or speedrun it, but RPGs, I try to unlock everything, try to get all the good stuff, you know, try to pimp out my characters. And Final Fantasy IX, I think, just fails in like every way except for maybe the story. The story's not too bad. We haven't been to other islands yet, have we? Huh. Should probably get on that. Oh wow, is this Cape Canaveral? But yeah, I think that Final Fantasy IX could have done so much better. But yeah, there's my rant on Final Fantasy IX. You see this, like, episodes like this, I just have to find something to talk about. What is this? Dokudami Island, okay. And we haven't been here yet. Oh, it's beyond. Why beyond? Burial mound? Oh dear. So we're putting a cemetery in space! Alright. Actually, you know, when we were doing the 500, we definitely didn't make it this far. I mean, obviously, because we're at 700 right now. But, there's like so much more to the world than there was in the as big as possible, as opposed to the as fast as possible. But yeah, there's a point where your Katamari just becomes this giant ball of rock, as opposed to objects. But yeah, all the cousins are out here. This is adorable. I probably should have saved this for like the last, but I really didn't think that I wanted to put it up with the final board. Just so that the last video wasn't too long, because we have to go through the credits there. Is that floating island? Oh my god, it's Zeal! Guys, look, we found Zeal! And that's it. The Wild West? Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I never explored this far. I didn't do the time attack for this board. But yeah, now you know my feelings about the Final Fantasy games. really, after in my opinion, the only good Final Fantasy game to come out after 7 was 10. I've been playing a lot of that. We will always be us, yes. No matter what anyone says, we are what we are. The king's the king. Oh, apparently I'm slow. Thank you. This is disappointing. Ooh, wow. I don't even remember picking that up. Mount Fuji. Oh man. Okay, I am wearing that for the finale. I'm gonna be the prince again for the finale. Don't worry. I just want to show you. Dip is my favorite non-prince character. Blah 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 slow, blah 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 fabulous. Let's pop it in the cosmos. Blessing small bang. Okay, instead of because when it was as big as possible, it was the big bang. So that's new. Yeah, it is. Cool. Okay, so in the next episode, let's see, where are we? We're at 26 minutes. Yeah, see, these guys all talk to me, but those two are definitely, we already did. This guy we already did. That's also going to be Stardust, I don't care. And yeah, so this is the sumo. So in the next episode, we are going up. First of all, I'm going to get the prince. He's in the lower right corner there. Where's Mount Fuji? Perfect. So let's get the prince, and yeah, next episode, the finale. Prince? Jerk. So, join me, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.